Hey everybody, this is Jakey and Remake here, and today this is the first episode of a podcast I like to call The Podcast Group. And here I'm with my friend Jude and October Isu, otherwise known as Salvitus. So today we'll just be talking about the new Mario remix coming to the Switch. Starting off with the 64 remake. What do you guys think?
Okay, so what I think is they should do a similar thing with what they did with Super Mario 64 DS, where Mario, Luigi, Yoshi and Wario are all playable, and they add a new character. No, not Waluigi. Sorry if anyone gets angry about that. I personally think that he's a bit overrated, especially when it comes to Smash Brothers. So,
oh my god.
I really don't know who they could add. I mean, they could...
Screw the whole Waluigi Smash thing.
What would Waluigi's abilities even be if he was the player who played
Nothing.
It'd basically just be a clone of, like, Wario's, I guess. Or Luigi's.
Or Luigi
with a tennis racket.
Tennis racket.
Fucking.
But yeah, the 64 remake is if this is true, I'm really excited because I loved Super Mario 64. I did not really like the DS version in terms of controls because the controls were really annoying.
Personally, I believe that they go for this Odyssey-esque style. So, like, models based off of the designs from Odyssey. Wario and Waluigi, I believe, to get rehauls in their designs. And stuff like that.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm pissing myself. Be right back.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I believe they may add another character into this. Just like one extra character.
Maybe they could put Rosalina in there. I know that's a bit of an overstretch, but maybe.
And do you guys remember when they did the 3D World thing with the DLC where Rosalina was in there?
It wasn't DLC. I think Rosalina was unlocked by completing World Star Level 2.
Oh yeah, it was. I feel like they go the same route, and especially with the new Joy-Con mechanic, where you could just pass the controller over to the other player.
Wait, are we talking about the 3D World Deluxe?
No, 64 DS. I feel like you could do a multiplayer-esque style. So, you could pass a Joy-Con to the other player, and then we play 4-player multiplayer, I guess, or even depending on how many characters there are.
Yeah,
multiplayer. Yeah, and they should bring back the mini games.
Yes, they should bring back the mini games because
those were fun.
Those were amazing. They could even make new ones if they really wanted to.
Like, I personally like another balloon world-esque mini game. Because I enjoyed the Balloon World.
To be honest, I thought that Balloon World was kind of underwhelming in Odyssey, but they could make his gameplay style that's similar to it in a mini game in Mario 64 Remake. So, in conclusion, in my opinion, I think that the Super Mario 64 Remake,
Hello.
it could turn out to be good.
Yeah, that could be very good, especially with the possibilities that are entangled with this. They've already made 2 versions of 64, not including the IQ version, because that's the same thing as the original. That it's basically got so many different opportunities for this.
Shall we move on to the Sunshine remake?
Yep, Sunshine
Wait,
Song.
they remake Sunshine?
Yeah, they're remaking
Well,
Sunshine.
okay.
Awesome.
I just want to
Like,
say
if
this.
it comes,
I'm
if
sorry to
it's
anyone.
true.
I'm sad to. I'm sorry to
Um,
anyone that's
What I
a
believe
fan of.
Sunshine could do is, again with the Odyssey-esque art style, I feel like we could use that as well to our advantage.
Yeah.
And then, Flood could have a new mechanic.
But as I was gonna say, I'm sorry to
Um,
anyone who's a fan of Sunshine, but I personally thought it was the worst 3D Mario
Like,
game. Like, I
um,
just didn't really enjoy a lot of the
they could
stages. But
probably,
Luigi
Well-
could be the playable character.
ability.
I like
so
Galaxy
it's more
more.
of a,
Wait, can you
like,
guys
a
hear
way
me?
to transport
Yeah.
faster without running out of water, essentially, like a backup water source.
Okay, one thing we need to get out of the way
Come on.
first. They need to put Luigi as the second playable character
Where?
in Sunshine Remake.
Awesome.
And they need to make some of those shines easier to get, like, seriously. But yeah, I'm not all that excited for the Sunshine Remake because I didn't like Sunshine that much. I thought
I
that-
just hope to remake Galaxy.
Oh yeah, about Galaxy. I thought that Galaxy was the best 3D Mario game,
It is.
tied with Odyssey, and I honestly think that the game would feel weird to play if I know there are motion controls with the Joy-Cons, but I rarely use them and they don't feel as smooth as the Wiimote and the nunchuck. So
Well,
I don't think
What is that?
that I don't think that I don't think the Galaxy remake would feel as smooth as the original did because of all the button inputs and stuff. But
well,
I feel like it would
personally, I didn't like Odyssey too much. I like Galaxy better.
Galaxy, I feel would work
What do you
better.
Best
think
game.
what new content do you think they could add to the Sunshine remake?
Because before there was limitations to the GameCube, obviously, meaning that there's no DLC. So that could be a big opportunity to add.
They could add new
DLC.
shines.
Yeah,
Lu- Luigi as a playable character.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And make some of the shines easier to get because some of them were very annoying.
they were really
We're
hard.
in a
and
mountain,
annoying.
that freaking boat section.
Yeah, that was super hard and annoying.
Exactly.
I feel like the main method of playing it would be Pro Controller or GameCube controller. They can find a way to add that back in the game, and docked in the dock. I feel like that would work the best considering Smash uses the GameCube controllers like that. So GameCube controllers would work considering it's also a GameCube port of the game.
So, about the Galaxy remake, what new content could they put in? Because, I know we've been saying they should add more stars and shines and stuff, but maybe they could put in new galaxies and stuff, and maybe even throw in some from Galaxy 2. Because if we don't get the Galaxy 2 remake on the Switch, maybe they could fuse Galaxy 1 with Galaxy 2. Well, not all of the stages from Galaxy 2, but a majority of them.
I believe that they could make a Galaxy Complete Collection, or like just a complete collection of all these like good Mario games. So the compilation could consist of Mario 64, Sunshine, Galaxy and Galaxy 2, and obviously maybe even one of the new Super Mario Bros. Games.
Or a special version of Super Mario Galaxy that's basically both games in one, basically.
Yeah.
Like Super Mario Galaxy Complete or something, because Galaxy 2 was originally supposed to be like an expansion of the first game, I mean. But
it's basically the Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 of Nintendo, basically.
Yeah. But then there was just so much new content in there that they made it a sequel.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is they're making a complete collection bundle. So it would have all these games in them, and it will come with separate cartridges. So you know how the Switch games are like small and tiny?
Yeah.
They could make it into like this big folder-ish design, like
Super
with the special
Mario
editions.
3D All Stars.
Yeah, actually that would make sense. I believe they would, if they were to make this a cartridge game, they would have an amiibo in there, because they did this with Mario Maker. You remember? They added the special edition amiibo. I think they would do that.
They should put a low poly Mario amiibo in there.
Like the Super Mario 64 amiibo.
Yeah, not like the one, not like the Mario that you see it like in, because for those who don't know, in Mario 64, when you zoom out the camera and you like move it at certain angles, Mario's model changes, like it goes even more low poly. But the one I'm referring to is the Mario 64 one,
the base model.
Yeah, not the low poly version that's seen at certain angles. No.
They could also go with a Mario Party-esque model, because they had a low poly model as well.
Yeah.
But what I believe they do is they make something different than the normal Mario design. So something through the 64 to maybe Sunshine era. Maybe they can even make a standalone Flood amiibo. Like that would be
possibly.
fun.
Or they could. Oh, about the Galaxy remake as well. Maybe they could add in more prankster comics and stuff. Like, the prankster comics in the first game, I absolutely hated the Daredevil ones. Some of them weren't that bad. For those who don't know, the Daredevil ones were basically the ones where you had to redo the bosses, but with one health point. Yeah. Some of them were so annoying. Like, I'm trying to remember what the name of the boss was. The Daredevil comic in the Ghostly Galaxy was the most annoying thing. The Boulder Geist's Daredevil run, that took me nearly a whole hour to complete.
I believe that they make... Oh, go ahead if you wanted to.
No, I was just gonna say that, like, I was just talking about how annoying some of the prankster comics were. I don't know why people struggled with the Shadow Mario prankster comics. Honestly, all of them are pretty easy.
Yeah. I believe that they would make it like the menu. If there was one cartridge and there was this whole menu, I believe they'd make it like the NES Nintendo Switch Online menu, where it has all the different games and you select them, you can go in. They might even make it like an emulator, I guess, but like they could always rehaul it and remake it. That's the thing about rumors. You never know what could actually be happening. So this rumor could be fake and we're never getting this remake. Or it could be true in ways where it's like emulators of the original games running on the Switch hardware.
I really hope this is all true, because I really loved Galaxy 1. It's one of my favourite Mario games of all time. I actually think that it's better than the second game. Honestly, I feel like the second game so it felt too fast-paced at some points. Like with the first game, it's more like relaxing to play, and like you don't have to be like in a really like hyper mindset in order to play it, unlike Galaxy 2, because you got to be moving really fast in order to get some of those stars. Don't get me started on the green stars, that they really annoy me. Like,
I forgot
Yeah.
about Galaxy.
yeah.
Now, I feel like they would add one more game to round it out. So 64, Sunshine, the 2 Galaxies, maybe one new Super game. I feel like they might make another new Super game ported.
I
I
really
would
want
Maybe
to
prefer-
the
see
original. They
Yeah,
need
the
to do
original DS version.
Mario 64 remastered with an actual Nintendo remaster, not fan made.
Yeah. Like I would play
I really want to know how they
version.
pull it off.
Yeah, I would be down to see how they would remake these old classic games on new hardware, and I
I know,
would
right?
probably be the first person to buy those, honestly.
So
Right.
in conclusion, I think that if this remake turns out to be true, I'll definitely buy it if it's a compilation, because I think it will be really stupid if they released all of them separately. I don't think they would do that though.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a compilation, honestly, because like
Now
it would be
let's-
ridiculous not to.
let's talk about the rumored 3D World Deluxe. Now
Okay.
I have a couple of things to say about this, both positive and negative. First of all, one positive, I do understand why Nintendo are like porting all the Wii U
good
games
Wii
to
game.
Switch, because the Wii U never sold really well. Like, it's Nintendo's second worst selling console.
Behind the
first
Virtual
being-
Boy.
Yeah, and it's great that Switch players are getting to experience these games. However, I really feel like that Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and U Deluxe were really underwhelming because they barely had anything new aside from one new character and a couple of game tweaks and stuff.
Yeah, because when you play the original, it's basically the exact same behind some character revamps and removals. So, for example, in U Deluxe there was Toadette added in the Curse
But
Super Crown. No one liked the Super Crown, and then spawned a ridiculous meme that we will not say for purposes unknown. For purposes known. And like it just feels so underwhelming to know that this game was being ported without barely any new features.
Yeah. So here's a negative though. If it's just like the other ports where it's only got one new character and nothing else, I am not going to buy it. I will not buy it, because I've spent hours on 3D World. I 100% of the game, played all levels as all 5 characters. No, I did not use that method, by the way, where you can plug in extra controllers at the end and it will count towards completing the stage with certain characters. I actually played through all of the stages with all characters, got all the green stars, have all the stamps, and yeah.
And
I am not doing that all over again unless there's new content in there. Someone, as an April Fool's joke, uploaded a video of what he thought could be good, and he said that Yoshi should be a playable character and that there should be levels from 3D Land remade in this game. Now, Yoshi's inclusion, I think, would be a good idea. He could throw eggs at the enemies, but I also think that Wario would be a pretty good inclusion as well.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like if they were to like just solely remake this game, no new content, no nothing, I wouldn't buy it at all. I would see I would buy it to try it. Funny rhyme. But if there was no new content, I would solely sell it back to wherever I bought it from.
The rumor did say that 3D World Deluxe would have new stages, but about that whole 3D land being remade thing that the person said would be a good idea, I do think that it would be pretty neat to see, because 3D Land is one of my favourite 3DS games, if not my favourite. I know loads of people don't like it because it's too easy, but the game is so nostalgic. I mean, once you get to the special worlds, they give a challenge. Like, I remember I used to struggle as a toddler or however old I was back in like 2012 or 13. I struggled a lot with the special worlds. I actually had to get one of my friends to complete Special World 5, I think, or 4. There was just one level that I couldn't do, and then I was so happy and stuff, but nostalgic as hell though. But that could work, like with the HD graphics and stuff. Now here's another thing they could improve: multiplayer sharing lives.
Yeah.
I hated that feature, man. It was annoying.
Ridiculous, because you could just steal someone else's lives, and it would annoy me so much to the point where I would turn off the Wii U sometimes, because, like, it's annoying. Would you want someone stealing your lives?
Yeah, because if let's say you're playing and someone you're playing with is bad at the game and they keep dying, it will also count towards you losing lives as well.
Now,
so I think that in multiplayer they should have separate lives.
I feel like the gamepad, the stuff that happened with the gamepad back in these games, should be somehow ported. I don't know how that would work.
I don't know how because there was one level in World 2, I think, where you had to use the gamepad in order to make platforms appear, and you had to blow into the microphone as well. So
I feel like they could use another Switch to do that, but if someone else didn't have a Switch, that would be kind of weird. So, because I feel like you could do that with the Joy-Con.
Maybe touch screen or something.
But then again, how would you look at the screen? So what I feel like is, because the Switch has an IR sensor, you'd be able to shake it, and then it would make the platforms.
Yeah, they should do that as well. But 3D World Deluxe, like if they didn't remaster 3D Land, because that was just an idea that someone came up with for an April Fool's joke, they could just put in entirely new stages, like in a new world based on a power up or something, like World Penguin Suit, World Cat. No, actually, I think there is one already. Is there? No, I don't think so. No, there isn't a World Super Bell, I don't think, but they could add that in with like 13 new levels or something.
Oh, there is a World Super Bell. There is.
Well, let me check. I mean, like,
if they're gonna remake all the major 3D Super Mario games, I just hope they add new content.
Oh no, it was World Star, World Mushroom, World Flower, and then World Crown.
Oh, okay.
So World Bell could be like a new world with like new stages and new gimmicks and stuff.
Yep. Also, I think what could be a huge advantage to this is, now that Joy-Con are a thing, and literally, again, I'm going to say this, you can slide off your Joy-Con, pass it to another person. You could have up to 6-player multiplayer, maybe. Because the Switch has compatibility for over 12 Joy-Con and Pro Controllers to be added into the thing. So, that could be very useful, especially when you're hosting a party. So, let's say you had a party going on, and like everyone wanted to play on the Switch. Take off your Joy-Con. You have multiple. That would be good. Take off your Joy-Con, pass it to another person. They choose the character, and then you have Mario 3D World.
And one more thing they could put in there: online multiplayer.
Yeah, that's a thing that I wanted to have back in there, like some sort of mini games again. Like mini games are the best way to go for online multiplayer, I believe. Like, cause you have all of this potential to have like fun online mini games. So if like LAN play, do you remember what back in the day in like Wii era, where you could have your DSs and you'd have LAN play? I believe 4 switches, like 4 switch LAN multiplayer, maybe even up to 8. But that's only a possibility. What I know could work is maybe I've forgotten what I was gonna say. What I know would work is mini games online, because just going off the basis that Balloon World set, we now know Nintendo has the possibility to make online play, especially with Smash Bros. S styles and Balloon World and stuff like this.
Now, so in conclusion, if they do add like new characters, new stages and online functionality, I will get the deluxe version of 3D World. But if it's just the same case with one new character and nothing else, I am not gonna buy it. And now we move on to the last thing, which is
the Paper Mario remakes,
or the new Paper Mario game.
Okay, this is something I wanted to talk about for a while.
Now, I can say 2 things about this. One, it would be an amazing thing if they go back to the old formula.
So, make Paper Mario, Super Paper Mario, and Thousand Year Door formula for anyone who doesn't know.
Super Paper Mario was a 2D side scroller, so I mean, if they did another Super Paper Mario, I wouldn't mind it because I actually enjoyed that game. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that the story, it was dark as well. Like the main antagonist had a shocking backstory. Like, it's crazy, but it was a good game. I liked it. It had good sense of humor and stuff, but if they do the same thing they've been doing for the past few years with Sticker Star and Color Splash, no.
I wouldn't have a problem here. I wanted to talk about the formula as well. So, there was a project I made when I was in year 3 called the Super Paper Mario Revival. I still have it on my PC. I might make it a downloadable project. But it was basically a Flash game where I used the original formula, but in the Super Paper Mario style.
Yeah. And what could happen is it could be like a 2D side scroller, but then when you encounter an enemy, it turns into the RPG formula from the first 2 games.
And especially considering that it was supposed to be a sequel to Super Mario RPG, this could work if you somehow, some place, make it so that it does sync in with the story of both of these games, if Squaresoft can agree to this.
Yeah, but
How would Squaresoft agree?
Because they work with them, Nintendo works with them with Smash, obviously. So if they get a partnership again to make a second Super Mario RPG or a remake, that would be good.
Isn't Square...
Go ahead.
No, I might just be stupid, but didn't Squaresoft turn into Square Enix?
Yeah, they did.
It did.
Oh.
I just prefer calling them Squaresoft.
Now, if they go with the same formula for Sticker Star and Color Splash, no, just no. You guys, I really hated Sticker Star.
I hated Color Splash, honestly.
Color Splash was a slight improvement. I just think that the sense of humor in Sticker Star and Color Splash, the sense of humor was stupid. The toads were obnoxious. The stages were freaking long, boring, just not fun. Especially World 3. There were 12 stages, and I enjoyed none of them.
Nintendo, I feel like, have been recently ruining a lot of franchises that aren't Smash Bros, Mario, Animal Crossing, or Mario Kart. So Chibi Robo, Paper Mario,
Mario Tennis.
Yeah, they've all been ruined.
Okay, speaking of Mario sports titles, where the hell is the next Mario Golf game? Because I think that World Tour was actually a decent game.
Also, one thing.
What?
Olympic Games 2020 was shit.
It was mediocre.
The game. It was bad. It was just bad.
No, you gotta admit it was better than all of the Wii U games, but no way.
Well, that's true.
As London 2012.
I have to admit it's true, but come on. It got boring for me really quickly.
Yeah, what do you guys think about London 2012 3DS?
Yeah,
I didn't even play it, so I can't really state my opinion on it.
I still have my 3DS on me right now.
It's nostalgic.
Like, I have it inside my 3DS right now. So, I can say that I enjoyed this thing to death. And even I went back and replayed it when the Switch and Smash Bros. Came out. Around the time Smash came out, I went back and replayed this. So that proves how much I enjoyed this game.
That's not what we're here to talk about. Paper Mario. I feel like the game would work really well if they mixed up, like you said, if they mixed up the style of the first two games with Super Paper Mario. I know that would be a bit controversial for mega ultra fans of Thousand Year Door. Like, get your stupid Super Paper Mario away from my Thousand Year Door gameplay.
I believe that they can merge the two styles, so battle formula and the main game formula for Thousand Year Door.
Now, about the story, we wouldn't be able to come up with a story like on the spot because it'd have to be in depth, detailed. It's not like the main series games where you can just come up with a simple plot and make it work. For this, for RPG games in general, you gotta think of a good, well-taught story with lots of some twists and stuff. That's the thing Sticker Star and Color Splash lack. Their plots are so generic.
And especially since how long we've been missing around our Paper Mario formula, we don't know how to form a story that would work anymore.
But just saying, the new game, if the story was like the old games, then they could introduce a new villain and have some crazy shit go on.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the Brutals were good villains. So
because
maybe we could have a side plot with the Brutals returning.
Because in Color Splash, they had all the Koopalings in there. So for the new game, maybe they could put in the Brutals as or something.
Yeah, obviously they wouldn't be still working for Bowser. Maybe they'd be working for a new villain. And
or maybe they'll just be independent.
Yeah, they could be independent. And maybe they'll even make references to the events of Odyssey, like, hey, haven't I seen you before, or something like that.
Yeah, and then then one of the final battles is, well, not like the final battle, but like one that's pretty close to it is like against Madame Brudel or something, or whatever her name was,
Yeah.
and she wants revenge on Mario well, I mean, actually, no, because people have. It hasn't been confirmed, but people say that the Paper Mario games are separate from the main series, but there have been references to the main series in Paper Mario before, I think.
Especially in mixing in with the 64 and first Paper Mario game, where
So maybe they could mix. They could put the Broodles in there, but they could like change up so that they didn't work for Bowser, and like maybe they're working for the new villain, as you said, and then like yeah.
Now I think another thing I wanted to talk about was all the lost IPs Nintendo have given up on. So F-Zero, F-Zero, etc. They've just totally given up on those original formulas. We haven't had an F-Zero game since GX for the GameCube. So, what do you think the IPs that they can bring back are? Like, personally, I would want a new Strikers game.
Yes, new Strikers.
I enjoyed the
and Mario Baseball as well.
Yeah,
the thing is,
with
with Mario Baseball, it'd be confusing for European players because the second game was never released in Europe for whatever reason.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why.
I got mine imported.
I had to play it on an emulator and it was really laggy because, yeah.
I got my copy imported.
What? Oh.
Yeah, Mario Super Sluggers or Super Mario Sluggers or whatever it's called.
Super Mario Sluggers? Never
Mario
heard
Super
of that.
Sluggers. Because it never.
I have no idea what that is.
It never released in Europe because for some reason. The only one that did come out in Europe was the original Mario Superstar Baseball or whatever it was called. I think they changed the name in Europe. But
yeah, it's Superstar. Yeah, it's still Superstar Baseball.
Yeah, but about the Strikers series, it really needs to come back.
Yeah, like Strikers Recharged, maybe.
We haven't seen the Mario franchise as gritty as like that before outside of Smash Brothers. But
yeah, the art style was amazing.
And with all the characters that are in Mario now, we could get so many new characters. King Boo could be a playable character if they really wanted to. Pauline,
maybe even like older villains.
The Koopalings.
Yeah,
Rosalina.
Maybe even Lumas will be playable.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe they'll just be like teammates and stuff like Koopa Trooper and the Shy Guy and Birdo were, but they could make new ones. Like they could make maybe they could put K. Rool as a playable character or something, and have the Kremlings be like teammates and stuff.
Yeah, taking inspiration from Mario Kart, I feel like they could add Link from Legend of Zelda into the Strikers game.
Maybe.
It may work. It could work. It could work,
yeah.
So,
that sounds cool, actually.
About the supposedly new Paper Mario game, I'm excited for it if it's like the old games. But if it's like Sticker Star and Color Splash, then I will not be getting it because unless they learn their lesson, but they didn't with Color Splash. Color Splash would only be slightly better, but I still consider it to be pretty bad. But we could be just making ourselves look like idiots if this all turns out to be fake. But this seems to be pretty true.
Yeah.
When are they releasing Mario VR own experiences?
We don't know yet.
Well, when they release it, I'll flip my fucking table. Can't just afford VR.
Also, I feel like they should return to Mario Maker 2 again, just for
Oh
like
yeah.
maybe a content update.
DLC.
Yeah, like DLC or content update.
Someone made a
'Cause-
video of like it was fake, but like it was similar to the Link power up. They could bring.
Honestly,
they could put in the staff, the warp staff from Kirby, and have
yeah, they
Kirby
could put in
be-
Kirby.
or they could put in a
Yeah.
giant ring and have Sonic be a playable character.
But honestly,
Especially since the Sonic movie just came out as well, so that would be a good
They
tie-in.
they should just revive Super Mario Maker 2 because it's literally dead. It hasn't been updated.
Yeah, it was so hype when it was announced, and then
And then it just died.
I
What a cash
predicted
grab.
I predicted that it would be revealed at that Nintendo Direct. I predicted it, and when it was the first thing shown, I was screaming my head off. I was excited as hell
and then they just let it die now.
because
Which is sad,
because I said that there'd be slopes, there'd be a whole bunch of new enemies. They might even put in like a style that we would never see coming, and we did. It was 3D World, which was surprising.
They did add all of those actually.
Maybe they could put in a Galaxy style for DLC, but I feel like that's a bit of a stretch.
I just want a 3D Super Mario Maker. That's all I want. Just
me
imagine.
too. Maybe,
But
maybe
I think that's just too much for
May-
yes, that
may-
Nintendo.
maybe like
Just kidding.
it would be more complicated. I mean, Nintendo could make it simplistic though, but
Yeah, it could work.
it could work. So,
Very much work.
It should work.
is this the end of the podcast now?
One more thing. Internet browser for the Switch. How long have we been asking
Yes.
for this?
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
I had
come
to
on.
bring it up. I had to.
That
And-
thing.
And
I
about
want internet browser for the Switch.
and about
It's why does it have to be activated using hacks? It's just no.
I don't want to be banned.
Why do you
About-
want to do that?
and about that whole flip note leak or whatever. I know, like,
I mean, that would be
We've-
cool.
we've been talking about like these remakes, but I'm gonna take the flip note thing loosely because if it's true, then I'm hyped
Because-
for it. But
Because
Yeah.
technically they canceled Flipnote Hatena, so that would have been our only way to import it. If they had not closed Flipnote Hatena, maybe it would have worked. What they did, so
Or they could
that
just
makes
make a
us
new
think-
service.
because that makes us think that it's canceled. Like there's not going to be any more revisions, and I feel like the only reason that they canceled it was because of the failure of Flipnote Studio 3D.
so I just
Yeah,
I just
I
want
have to
say
agree.
that
Flipnote Studio 3D was a little bit of a failure in my opinion.
Yeah, defo.
Like,
I,
no.
I just want to say that I do not think that these remakes are like 100% real. I'm just saying
Yeah.
we're just giving our ideas if these were real.
Yeah, just take it with a grain of salt that these aren't
Yeah.
actually coming.
Yeah.
These are rumors, and we're just discussing what we think could happen if they were to actually happen. So,
Because
let's take this with a grain of salt, because we don't want you believing this and then coming saying, you lied to me, you said there was remakes coming. Yeah.
You lied to me.
So yeah, just to wrap it all up, the compilation of the 3D Mario remakes that could happen, pretty excited about it.
That would
3D
just
World-
slap.
3D World Deluxe, they need to add something to it to make me actually want to buy it. And then the Paper Mario thing, please go back to the old formula if this
Yeah.
is actually true. Don't
Please.
do.
Because it's just annoying.
Yeah.
The new formula, I just hated it, honestly.
Also, this is a little bit off topic, but actually, but no, no,
Forget
no. I just nothing.
Okay. So, and if the internet browser to switch, the update to Team Maker 2 and Footnote Studio Remastered would actually come out, I would be happy, but then again, I'd also be skeptical. Because, take it with a grain of salt. Just take it with a grain of salt, because
Yeah.
it's like 90% not real. Because it's not a reliable source per se.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just rely on us to give you information. I'll try and leave the links to the original videos in the description below, so you guys can watch it.
Can I edit the video?
Yes, you can.
Oh hell yeah!
So,
Okay, so
Closing statement.
thank you guys for watching this podcast, the first episode.
Yeah.
I would appreciate if you liked and subscribe. Because
Yeah.
I only have 22 subscribers.
yes,
Oh.
subscribe to
Subscribe to us too.
Subscribe to Salvitus and Jude.
It's Salvitus.
I don't care. I'm saying your name while I'm saying it.
Okay.
Jude's Animations and More, that's me.
And Jakey Animates is me. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this podcast, like and subscribe to all of us. And we'll make a new podcast next week when we're available.
Oh, a
thank
new
you guys so much for
episode.
watching, and see you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.